Would you like to make Internet Explorer your default browser? Come on, we've all gotten that message, whether we're on Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, or if you're still rocking Netscape Navigator, you might get it there. And what that usually means is that they want you, that anytime a website opens, to be able to use their browser as a default setting. Now, back in the world of Michigan landlord-tenant law, a default judgment means something a little bit different in the legal context. Basically, a default judgment means that the individual did not appear for the hearing and that a judgment was then allowed to enter because of that. It's one of three different types of judgments in Michigan, the other two being a consent judgment and a judgment by a hearing. Now, before COVID, it was routine that we'd be able to get default judgments at the first hearing, regardless of the type of service. But since COVID, there's been temporary rules in place that are still, as of September 2023, in place that require personal service before a default judgment can enter. So what that means is even if they don't show up at the first pretrial or hearing, then if there's not personal service, you have to go to a second hearing and then a default judgment can enter. Now, the substantive difference between a default consent and judgment by hearing, often there really isn't much of a difference at all, but how it really impacts things is if someone wants the judgment set aside. If somebody wants a default judgment set aside, they have to show that there's good cause for them missing the hearing, and they have to show a meritorious defense. Basically that even if they had a good cause to miss it, there's still a valid defense they have to the claim. So that's a little bit about default judgments. Hope that can clear up any questions you may have had about the difference between a default, a consent, and a hearing. I'm John Mione with Paletz Law. Make sure to like and subscribe to get notices of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.